Welcome to stretch. We're going to kind of go into the full body from lying in bed to getting up and moving around, but we're not going to do it like piece by piece like we usually do. We're going to have everything activated at the same time. So I'm going to start us in a lying position. Now, when you're lying in bed, of course, I don't know if you're consciously pulling your belly button to the spine or not, or have your hips separated or anything like that. Let's try to get ourselves as long and strong as we can. So waking up the body, I want you to lift the chest up and then drop those shoulder blades down the mat. Then I want you to take the hips up and walk those hips down the mat. And then I'd like you, even though your blades are down, shimmy your rib cage up the mat. So now we have this nice and long extension, the zip from the pelvis to the chin. I'd like you to take your legs out, your arms up into a shallow Y, not a huge Y coming out from your shoulders, kind of a shallow Y between, just beyond your ears. Take it with those long hands, long fingers, and we're going to focus on flexing the feet, pushing through the heels, and then reaching with the fingers at the same time and letting them relax. So big inhale, exhale, pull through. I want you to really hollow out and then let them relax. So the legs drop to the side, the elbows bend. We're going to do this 6 times. Take another one, inhale, putting the parts of your body into position, long and flexed. And then exhale, reaching and pushing that heel, reaching with those fingers and pushing that heel. And then let them relax. 4 more. Inhale, bring them into position. Nice big inhale, so you're full, right? And then exhale. Flex through those feet. And let it release. You're halfway there. You want to keep that nice long leg. You want to make sure you're supporting your back. Inhale, put them into position. Exhale. Flex those feet, really reach through. And let it release. We have 2 more. So you let your legs drop to the side. You let your arms bend a little bit. Now straighten the arms out and bring the feet back to parallel with the flex. Inhale. And then exhale, push through. And release. We have 1 more already. We've activated down the sides of our body, through our core, through the backs of our legs, and through the backs of our shoulders to the back. Inhale. And exhale. And let it release. Nice job. So I'd like you to put your feet right on the mat in front of your knees. And as you bring yourself into a bridge, and we'll do that vertebrae by vertebrae, I want you to lift your hands above your chest. So inhale at the bottom, exhale, bring it up. And now you're going to hold it, breathe twice. Inhale, bring it down. We're only going to do 4 of these. And then breathe twice. Inhale and exhale, bring it up. Reach, 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 reach. Breathe twice. And then inhale, bring it down and exhale. Breathe twice. We have 2 more to go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring it up. Breathe twice. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. Roll over onto your first side. We're reaching our arm out. We're bringing our leg behind it. Bringing the leg as close together to the other leg. You're lifting your head off the mat and reaching with this other arm, palm to the ceiling. And it's just going to be a nice long reach. Now, as you're reaching with the heel toward your glute and your arm out of the top, you're trying to push your knees together. So inhale and exhale. Keeping your eyes straight ahead and keep it in position. and just hold. We're going to do a 10-second hold here. Keep reaching with that hand. And then you're going to fold that leg over to the front, come up to your elbow. We're going to push into this leg, but we're also going to make this a tricep stretch. So you're going to bring the leg toward you and then push, tricep to the ceiling, elbow to the side. Have the legs nice and long and pointed. Eyes are straight ahead. Just waking these things up. We're going into all of our depth again. Now, keeping that leg in that position, you're going to roll yourself over to your chest. So that leg is out into this square position, keeping your body face down. Try to even out as much as possible. Now, it's harder because you have one hip flexor up, right? We're going to put our hands under our shoulders and come up into a cobra into this position, and then reach back with that heel. Now you start to feel the depth, right? You got that stretch. Breathe into it. Eyes are straight ahead. Nod your chin down. Lower the foot. Lower the body. Good. Doing 2 more of these. So facing down. Tighten those elbows into the body. Keep this out here as support. It should be about 90 degrees. Get into the cobra. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to bring it up. And then bring the heel toward the floor, toward the glute. Eyes are head on the floor. And then lower it back down again, the semi-cobra. Good. Beautiful job. Now take a big inhale and exhale. Bring yourself up. And then lift that leg, pointed foot toward the heel, glute. Eyes ahead on the floor. And then bring that leg back down and lower that upper body down and take yourself to Sphinx right here. Now we're going to take ourselves into a half cobra right here. So half cobra, bring yourself up a little bit. You're using your hands for a little bit of balance, then onto your toes for cobra plank. You're right here. Good. And hold that stretch. Push for those heels. Now drop the knees onto the floor and sit back into child pose. Parallel legs, stretching those arms forward. Breathe into it. Now let's bring ourselves around to the other side. Slide down. Move back here a little bit. Come forward move. We're going to slide down. You're going to go into that quadricep stretch. Right here. Lift your body off the floor. Your palm to the ceiling. Straighten the bottom leg. And as you breathe into this, you're going to keep pushing those knees together. Get your head over your tailbone. Don't let it drop forward. Then lower yourself back down. Take this leg across. You're coming up. And with your tricep, you're pushing your tricep to the ceiling. You're pushing into that thigh. Breathe. Really pushing it in. There we go. All right, come back to the center. Then we go into that position again where our leg is to the side. Right here. The other leg's behind us, nice and long. We even our body out, facing down. Hands are under the shoulders. You come up into that cobra first. Bring it up. Then bring the leg to the glute. And really feel that. Breathe into it. And then inhale and exhale and bring it back down. Good. Let's do 2 more of these. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring it up. Bring the leg back. 4 breaths. Inhale and exhale and bring it back down. These are very kind of complicated moves because they're doing so much across the body. Let's do 1 more. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring it up. Bring that leg up. And then lower it back down. Nice. And then straighten your leg back out. Put those feet into the floor again. Scoot those hands down under the shoulders. Bring your upper body into half cobra. Then take those feet or lift those legs off. Nice long stretch. So now those are your pointed before. Now you're flexed. You're pushing toward them. All right, bring those knees down. So we're going to do at the beginning. We were going to do full body things that really we felt both lower and upper engagement. All right, so now on this one, we're going to take one leg and put it forward and come into a short lunge right here. This nice short lunge. I was doing a lot of research about the psoas today, and I realized how hard it is to work the psoas. We work the flexor a lot, but because the psoas is connected from the lumbar all the way down to the ilius right here, it's a very deep muscle, and it's very hard to do. So I was trying to work on that a lot. So I want you to put your arms up right here, right overhead, and then come back and lower them down. Chest beside the leg, right? And then inhale them back up, and then exhale at the top, right? Inhale and exhale, and let's bring them down. So we're folding. So we're getting that nice hip stretch, especially on the extended leg side, right? And inhale and exhale back up. Nice. Good. Inhale to prepare. We're doing 4 all together. And exhale, come on down. Drop those shoulder blades when you get down there. Make sure that you're not letting those arms go up by the ear, right? And then inhale and exhale it back up. And we're going to stay down there on this one. So keep that square. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, come on down. And stay there. Now, I want you to walk the hand of the bent leg into the foot, then reach the hand of the extended leg up toward the ceiling. You still have that flex going on. Now, you're going to do 4 reaches forward. So you're taking 1, exhale up, 2, exhale up, 3, exhale up, and 4. Exhale up, and then bring the hand behind if you can, and put it on your hip, like you have your hand on your hip. Then I want you to take your glute down as far as you can into child pose with that leg extended. Nice. Chest all the way down, sitting as far back as you can. And then reach the arm back up, bring the leg back to bend, and you're back into that position. Rotate the back leg, keeping the front leg forward. And then we're going to do a little bit of a push without going past the knee here. So we're actually reaching away from the inside of the thigh and sweeping our arms up. You're going to take your arms into a side turn in the other direction. Good. So we're reaching in opposite ways today. Square that arm out and bring it back to center. Straighten that leg out. Come to kneeling. And then we take ourselves back around into the tabletop position. So now we're going to do that on the other side. One leg goes forward. You bring yourself up. And you are in your low lunge. There you go. Beautiful. We're going to go into that split. That's called the split. Come on down. and sit behind it. 1, good job. 2, now up. 3, good, nice. And 4, hold it there, putting the hands on the mat, walking the inside hand into the leg, reach up with the outside hand. There we go. Now going forward, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, last one coming up. Inhale and exhale and bring it back around. Nice job. Bring it back around and then you're going to sit back into child pose. Then bring yourself back up to lunge and come on to the front. Beautiful. Nice job. We're going to bring these arms out. Nice. And hold it right there as we go into that stretch. Nice job. And bring it back to center. I want you to come back into a nice dancer stretch if you can. Straighten that leg out a little bit almost. With that flex, putting your hand on your thigh, usually with the dancer stretch out here, and we're more upright, but I'm giving you a little bit of glute to help you with this. And then bring it back to center. All right. Now your glutes feel a little bit more even, right? All right, so now we're going to take these all into pike. So come back to your tabletop, and you're going to just come up into your pike right here. Not necessarily your downward facing dog, your pike. So what's the difference? Your pike is you're lifted through the middle with the glute to the ceiling, but you're not necessarily pushing your chest toward your thighs. So we're going to start with an upper body kind of half push-up. So I want you to take your elbows to the side, your head to the ground, and just hold it right there for 4 breaths. And then push it back up. Now we're going to take the back leg out all the way to a point, holding it there, then bend the elbows to the floor. This other knee will bend. Push back into that hand and make it long. Then you take the foot to the glute, take the knee out to the side, facing the screen, extend the leg up, and then you're going to take that leg as far back as you can for that open side. Now, when you get it up as high as you can, I want you to curl the heel back one more time. And then we got that big open stretch. Feeling it from the bottom to the top. Nice. Extend the leg up, rotate the knee down, put the foot back into the hip, and then lower it to the floor, and then come on down to your knees and sit back into child pose. Nice. Let's go to the other side. All right, take it back to your pike. Lift it up. Beautiful job. All right, take the leg out. Bend the heel toward the glute. Take the knee out to the side. Extend the foot. As soon as you get it to extension, rotate your body around so that you have that nice side opening, and then bring that leg back to their foot, back to the glute. Then extend the leg again, rotate the knee down, bring the foot back to the glute, and put the foot back onto the floor. And then bring yourself down to your knees. Put the feet together, the knees apart, and sit back in the child pose. Last breath. Bring yourself back up to tabletop and then drop your hips to one side. We're going to go into a single straddle with one leg through the center. This is a really good way to get both upper and lower body at the same time. So I would say take your foot out from your shoulder. So you can we always have a bigger straddle, right? But then that disables some of our flexibility that we need for this. So let's just go out from the shoulder. I want you to push in the floor, make sure you're on your sit bones. This leg's coming in past 90 degrees. If that's not comfortable for you, and sometimes it's not for me today, I have a pretty good knee day, so we're just bringing it in. Now, the one thing I'm going to do right now is focus on the foot facing the ceiling without being flexed. So when our foot's relaxed, it sometimes falls back. So we want to give it a little bit of assistance in facing the ceiling, right? So you're going to put one hand over your ear on the opposite side of the stretched leg, the other hand on the thigh. And now you're going to keep, this is a very limited stretch, but you're going to take it over toward the leg, the extended leg. Now what we've added to this stretch, because we do these stretches all the time, is we've added this back and shoulder opening. So again, it's a little bit more full body than what we sometimes do in these wake up exercises. Now, try to keep on those sit bones and not fall back and breathe into it. And you don't want to pitch your body forward. You're trying to stay in that alignment over your body. All right, so now you're going to take the hand that's up and put it behind you. And I think you know what's next, spinal twist. So we're going to take that in rotation. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale, lift. Big inhale and exhale. And stay right there for 4 breaths. Lift up. And then I'm going to ask you to put your arms out and release it all the way over to facing the other side. So you're lifted out of there. From here, you're going to take the hands behind you and walk your body back as far as you can go, keeping that foot up. Remember that foot up? So if the foot starts to fall over, you either correct it or stop going down. So some of us can get all the way down with this stretch, and some of us can't. So I want to give you that little stretch there. This is the easy side, but we're going to do the other side. Then put your hands back into the floor. Good. And then rotate it the other way. Here we go. Now we feel what this could be all about. And then bring that back down. Nice. Hold it right there. And then we're going to bring it back to center and start in our original position. Now, some familiar stuff. Take your leg out, your arm out along the leg. The palm is facing forward. You rotate your chest open. You bring the other arm again over the ear. Keep that rotation. As a matter of fact, slide that hand in front of that foot so you can get that nice lifted core position. You can feel it up those lats, through the serratus, through those shoulders. Nice. And you're just going to love this. What's that foot doing? Still facing the ceiling, right? So we have all these things in aligned position. Then you're going to rotate your chest toward the foot. I want you to bring the foot in, put your hand over the top of it as much as you can. Bend that elbow. You're taking this other arm across. It's going across, so you're getting some shoulder stretch there. So we're doing these upper body kind of rotations along with our bends, our side bends. Take that arm out, push it into the floor, slip that hand up, and then we're going to the other side. Again, out from the shoulder, a lifted foot. You're on your sit bones, your head, shoulders, and hip are in alignment. All right? We got one arm up, one arm under, and we're going as far as we can with this stretch. You can see I have a little less stretch on this side. And I have to focus on getting my body in that clean alignment. because this one wants to really take off and around. Breathe into it, keeping yourself on those sit bones. Beautiful. Then you inhale it up, the arm is going back, and then we're going into that spinal twist. Big inhale and exhale, turn. Big inhale and exhale, turn. And again, and you're breathing 4 times. Good. Inhale to prepare. You're going to lift your arms up and rotate all the way over to the other side. Get your head out of your tailbone. Keeping that foot up there. Now we're going to bring the arms down. We're going to walk it back as much as we can. You can get all the way down. Cool. Get that. Oh, you scared me. Get that into a nice stretch. Hello, love bug. Hello, buddy. Put your hands at your side, Brewster. Bring yourself up. Then bring your body around so that you're facing the bent leg and take it down again wherever you go. Yeah. Good. Breathe into it. Good. And bring yourself back up. And then we're coming across, bringing the arm overhead. Beautiful. Nice job. And then bringing it under as we rotate under. So bring it under and bring yourself down to that way. I love the opening of get over here on that other hip. And then bring yourself back to center and let's come into seated butterfly. We're going to take our toes and lift out. Oh, I know what I forgot to do over there. Let me go back over there. You got to pull that foot forward. Pull that foot forward and bring that arm across. That's what I forgot to do. My memory's not even 2 minutes long. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Now let's go back to that seated butterfly. Sorry about that, friends. I want you to get yourself lifted into butterfly. Nice. Good. You're going to take one arm under one of the legs, keeping it bent. You can have the other arm help or not. Some people like to both arms under. Now, one thing I want you to do is keep that whole thing even, not pull one above the other. The knee's going to be slightly up. But what I'd like you to do with the elbow, is push down as you bring it up. So you're pushing down. So my right arm and right leg pushing down and then lifting with my left arm. So we have that resistance. We don't want to torque our knees. So that's why I'm asking you to keep it even. Right? Now take it in front with your wrist or your hand on the ankle and extend it. A little bit of a tilt back, but that is to be expected. Bring it back to butterfly. Lean forward into it. Hello. Can you do this? And then bring yourself up. Lifting up, elbow into the thigh. Again, let's not torque our knee. You don't have to go too high. This is about the back more than it is about this thigh. Good. And then hand on the ankle and bring it up. Got a little bit of a pike going on here. And then bring it back to seated butterfly. Put your hands outside the butterfly, like behind your thighs, and you're going to lift up. A little bit of a glute off the floor moment. And while you're doing that, put those legs together. So you're lifted into a reverse tabletop. I'm going to give you a little side view right here. Right here is where we're lifted. Now we're going to take that up. Walk those legs out to square and down, up and down. 2 more, up and down, up and down, and release. Now bring your legs to the side. Don't eat yourself. Cross over and bring yourself to standing. Wow. Kick those legs out. You can feel what we've just done to those legs. Mine are vibrating a little bit. So let's do some loosening stuff. So we're going to take the body over to one side 5 times. So soften the knees, just the upper body. Take it to one side. 2, 3, and 4, 5. I know an odd number is not normal, right? Over at the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now hips lifting 8 sets. So lift, 2, 3. We're going to get ourselves ready for these. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Now, I want you to stand hip width apart. Bring one arm by the ear. Bring the other leg up. Okay. If you can't balance yourself, then put your arm on something, because this rotation is what I'm most interested in. And take it out. Extend it. Bend it. And bring it back in and down. Your side. I know it feels like balance class more than stretch, but you're really using those muscles in action, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to go from inaction to action today. So bring it up. Oops. Take it out. Extend. Bend. And bring it back in and down. Nice. Now what I'd like you to do is push through your feet. Alternating feet. Push through those feet. Starting on the toes and falling back on the heel. So we are going into an exaggerated, it's like we're mimes, right? We're going into the exaggerated walk. Now push those arms down as you do that. Push. Really fall on those heels and really push off those toes. 8 more. 8 and 7 and 6. We're going into action today. 5. So everything's going to get a little more active from here. 3, 2, head over tailbone, and 1. Nice job. Now let's open it wide. We're going to take arm across, across. So I want it to almost like it's going into your other leg, but we're not reaching for it, right? Good job. 8 more. 8. Good. 7. It's a little, see this in Tai Chi a little bit. 6. Good. 5. 4. Catching the dog. 3. I lost it. And 2. And 1. Now hold it in the center right here into it's kind of a semi-plie. Your feet aren't all the way out. I don't want them all the way out into straddle or all the way into parallel. So take them to halfway out so we can get a little bit more flexibility here. So we're coming down, lifting our heels off, lifting ourselves up and putting our heels down. Try that again. Coming down, heels come off, our body lifts, lower the heels. Come down, heels come off, lift yourself up, lower your heels. Come down, heels come off, lift yourself up and lower your heels. 2 more. Come down, lift, extend, and lower. Last one. Down, lift, extend, and lower. Great job. So now we're going to go over to one side without pushing into the knee, because we're not all the way in our position, just to kind of a demi squat here. Get yourself over your tailbone, arm comes out, and then lower down to that foot and reach up looking to that ceiling, that hand. Now straighten that leg out. Now push that leg forward halfway. Now straighten that leg out. And push that leg forward halfway. 2 more. Straighten that leg out. Push that leg forward halfway. And last time, yoga purists are going, what is she doing? And then bring yourself up. All right, bring it down to that demi again, over to the other side. And let's bring it down. Looking up, make sure your side. Now extend that leg. Good, and then push it halfway. Extend and push it halfway. Extend, make sure you're rotated. Push it halfway. Last one. Extend and push it halfway. Let those hands come to the center. Bring those feet forward. Bring those feet forward. So we're in a wide leg tabletop right here. We're going to come off the heels and bend the elbows. So make sure your fingers are wide and facing forward. So when you come off the heels, you bend the elbows. A little bit of weight on your palms and back. 2, 3, 4, going for 8, 5, feel that reach through that body, 6, 7, and 8. Now walk your hands over to one side, bringing your chest over. Take the opposite arm and stretch it past that foot. Try to bend that elbow. There we go. Everything else stays straight and strong. That really feels deep and lovely. And then bring it back to center and walk it over to the other side. The outside arm extends across. Really reach through. Breathe. And walk it back to center. And let's hop our legs together or walk them in and curl yourself up. All right, we're going to stay lifted now. No more inversions, just in case you're not an inversion type person. We're going to do some standard stuff to get ourselves into our moving position. So we're just going to come across and across. The upper body crosses and the lower body crosses. So you're reaching with your hip and you're reaching with your upper body. So they both rotate. So across, 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 across. 4 more sets. Nice. 3. Good. 2. Nice. 1. Good job. And bring it back to center. Now, soften those knees and circle the hips. 8 times in one direction. 4. So I'm taking you from big moves to little smaller moves, and 8 reverse. So you can mix it up and feel the looseness. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring yourselves to center. You're going to lift and push and lift and push. Try not to go too far past that knee. Lift and push. Again, we're combining upper and lower movements to get that nice long push and get us ready for today. Nice. 4 more. 4, that always means sets. And 3, right by your ear. And 2. And 1. And bring it back and bring our legs together. I want one leg, one heel lifted off the floor, the hand over the top of the head, the other hand on the hip, the head over the tailbone. And you're going to take the head over to one side, same side as your lifted leg. And you're going to look down into your glute armpit and put your heel into the floor. So you're going hamstring. Then you're going to put that foot down and drop your head and bring it back up. So it's a coordinated effort. Let's do that again because it was kind of complicated. So let's do the feet first. You take the heel up, then the heel out, then flatten that foot. That's your sequence. So with your head, it's side, inside, and front, right? So let's do them together. Cross, heel up, look down into the armpit, and bring it down to the front. And slide it back in. One more time, then we'll do 3 on both sides. Take it across, lift up, down into your armpit, lower that foot and head, and bring it back up. So now we know how to do it. We can do 3 on the other side without practice. Arm over the head. Start with the heel off the floor, over. Heel into the mat as you go down. Lower that foot as you take your eyes down. And bring it up, taking your hand off the head. Take it across. Heel off the floor. Heel into the floor. Flatten the foot. And bring it up. Last time. Take it across. Heel off the floor. Heel into the floor. Flatten the foot. And take it across. I know that was crazy. But I want to do something extra fun with the neck. All right, forward and back with the shoulders. 2, 8, 3, soften your knees. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reach behind you with your hands or put your hands on your glutes and open up your chest. And release it down. Lifting each leg. Let's move our arms with this. So we get ourselves ready for the day. This is, go from this to activity. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring your legs apart. We're going to breathe to each side. So it's going to be inhale down and then exhale right. Inhale down, exhale left, inhale down, exhale right. You don't have to exaggerate it. Inhale down, one more set. Inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, and this is your last one. And thank you for coming to this very kind of original stretch using body parts together.